Chris Ingham and the grooming allegations.
Chris Ingham, well, he's a freak.
This video is a message to Chris Ingham.
Well, Chris Ingham
drama.
That Chris Ingham is
Chris Ingham.
with the Chris Ingham situation.
If you don't know who he is, lucky you. No. Chris Ingham is the dad from the Ingham family who do vlogs here on YouTube. And despite being a dad, he still looks like that one teenager that your mum would never let you stay round. Do you know what I mean? And your mum always knows best. Not mine, she's an alcoholic, but most mums know best. You know the type that have a massive black greasy fringe all across the forehead, like that. They used to listen to Screamo, and they used to say raw instead of hello on MSN. You remember that? Chris Ingham is essentially that, but an adult. And in recent months, a lot of girls have come out online and accused Chris of, how do I put it, being a creepy. His wife denies it because ignorance is bliss. How does Chris deal with these accusations? He just blocks people because that's the way to solve stuff. Chris, if you're watching this, if I got accused of the same things that you're being accused of now, and I knew full well that I am an innocent man, I would be fighting my innocence tooth and nail. I would get lawyers, I'd be writing my own case, I would be making sure that everyone knew that I was the innocent man. You don't seem really to be doing. You just block, get that, yeah, get rid of them. They're kids. I don't know what they're on about. To me, that doesn't seem like the actions of an innocent man. Come on, mate, put down the vlogging camera for a little while, yeah, and address the issues. They're not going to go away, and nor should they.
Okay, so a few days ago, a girl by the name of Jess posted to social media some very disturbing things. She spoke about the Ingham family and the fact that 9 months ago, she went to Disneyland, Florida, and happened to be in the same resort as Chris Ingham and his family. Whilst there, Jess had the opportunity to meet Chris Ingham and his family at the resort, as they were at the exact same resort. And it was then when she allegedly received some very uncomfortable, let's say, messages from Chris Ingham asking her, a 16-year-old girl, to meet up with him and sneak away from her family between the hours of midnight to 2 AM. She posted about her experience on Twitter, and I will read you out exactly what it is that she has said. So on the 1st of the 7th, 2018, Jess posted to Twitter, "I've never spoken about this before, but a YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers messaged me every night for nearly 2 weeks saying/discussing really inappropriate things with me to the point where I felt uncomfortable and scared." After a bunch of people on Twitter found out about this post, a lot of people were telling her to spill the details. After consulting a friend of hers, she decided that she would open up and talk about her story, which is very brave for a young 16-year-old girl to do.
I just wanted to make this video because, as someone who's watched them every day for a really long time now, it really resonated with me and it made me feel like sick, to be honest. And it's something that I feel like needs to be addressed, and I have looked online and there's not actually that many videos about this. I mean, a few people who have done really good videos. Yeah, that's why I wanted to make this video. A bit nervous actually, don't really know why. So on the 2nd of July, which was Monday I think, this girl called Jess, who is 16 years old, she posted a statement on Twitter. In a nutshell, it basically just explains that when the Inghams were on holiday in Disneyland in Florida in October/November time, she was also there with her family, staying in the same hotel. So she said that she messaged them asking if they could meet up, messaged Chris, and he was like, yeah, sure, or whatever. And then I think they met up and they got a picture together, and the picture was shared on Chris's social media, and I believe that it was also his Twitter, YouTube, like, profile picture for a while on his personal account, the Chris DeLong account. She also said in a statement that he would talk to her about mental health and say that he would go on walks around midnight around the complex. And apparently he would ask if she could sneak out and meet him during these walks that he would have at midnight. And then she also goes on to say that he was messaging her saying that she was beautiful and using phrases like, "I wish I could have seen you sooner so that I could have hooked up with you." So all of this is kind of very obviously inappropriate.
A 16-year-old fan of the Ingham family, known as Jessica, came out with a statement on Twitter yesterday that shocked the world. She posted on Twitter, "I'm so scared to tweet this, but it's time and it needs to be seen. My experience with Chris Ingham from the Ingham family. Dun, 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 dun. Apparently, Jessica went to Disney World. The Ingham family was at Disney World, and Chris started making the moves on her.
It turns out, as I'm recording this, on the Summer in the City website, they've actually been removed from the guest list. So something's obviously gone on. I sent the wife of Chris, Sarah, a message asking if she had any reply to all of this, to which I got no reply. I'm just not relevant. Something interesting has happened on her account now. She deleted a tweet saying it's all rubbish. I don't actually have a screenshot of that, but I can assure you it was there last night and now it's gone this morning. So something is obviously gone on. It would signal to me hit the fan in the Ingham household. Also, while this was kicking off last night, Sarah was blocking people left, right and centre for mentioning what was being accused of Chris. It seems a bit suspicious to me. It's almost like trying to cover it up.
Recently, I think they're in Florida at the moment. I'm not really sure where they are, but I know that they're on holiday. And I just think that's really weird they're basically running away from their problems. And fair enough, like people be like, yeah, but they can just go on holiday. I get that. If you want to see how many times they've gone on holiday since all this has happened, you literally, like, this is something else. Like, they're not going just for a holiday. They're going to hide the fact. They're going to get vlog footage so they can still make money off fans when he should be took off YouTube.
It was awful. This Chris Ingham video was worse than the Laura Lee video. This dude did not directly address the multiple women who accused him of grooming, did not deny sending them messages, because guess what? He probably did. And he painted himself out to be the victim. Nauseatingly so. Saying that he fears for his safety, that his anxiety is in overdrive, that he's gonna have to move because his home address is public and people have shown up to his house in the UK where he lives. Although he did mention that nobody negatively has shown up, only people showing support. Also, if you're gonna post an apology video, leave the comments open, okay? It wasn't even an apology video. It was an I'm not sorry video. It was I didn't do it video. But I'm not a fan of people turning comments off. I wanted to chime in. I wanted to see what other people had to say. But you know what? He probably didn't leave the comments on because he doesn't want other young women or other people bringing up allegations or reminders or debunking things that he said. Yeah, like, it's just, how many times was he going to say, my lawyer, because of my lawyer this, my lawyer that.
And I know there's so many other YouTubers which are so grateful for their audience, because without them and without having the freedom of speech, they wouldn't have had the chances they've had in their life. You know, I'm 22 years old and I could not be more proud with everything I've done and all the chances I've had because of my audience. And it's about respecting them. And the allegations and stuff that has come out very much shows no level of respect towards your audience. You know, when Twitters are getting deleted and when YouTube comments are getting blocked, certain comments aren't showing up in the thing. So obviously you guys have took the time to block certain words in the YouTube comments so that everything looks perfect, because you understand, I'm going to take a guess from a YouTuber point of view, that as a family channel, you have a lot of subscribers that don't have Twitter and don't have Instagram, so they might not know any of this is going on, and that is quite truly worrying, because I believe it is, if there's ever been a better time, it's now. I mean, it should have been ages ago. I can't believe this is dragged. I can't believe it's going unspoken about, especially with vlogs still going up with you in them, like, every day. It just doesn't make sense. Like, I couldn't do it. I could not pretend everything's fine with these allegations hanging over me when you know your videos are going out to the audience of people, and that audience is the people which the allegations are from. You know, like, it's almost as if advantage has been taken of the people which have helped you get to where you are. And
family man, he's got kids, he's got a wife. Now, what sort of mess actually goes and does things like this? Like, look at him. I mean, you could scan him over a till with that hair. For someone who's innocent, why haven't you spoke about it? Why have you not made one single video referencing that these allegations are fake? Why have you not done that? You'd want to protect yourself. As he's got a YouTube channel, you're protecting your image. He don't give a f. He's not even tried in any shape or nature to defend himself. A lot of people think Chris Ingham should be on the Bean Boozled packets and have his own game. He's been playing dangerous games and been saying these girls have came out. Fair play to him. It's a bold move. When people have a big channel like this, you're going to have a lot of people defending him. He's not a kiddie fiddler. He would never do that. I mean, you just have to look at him to realise that that's a load of BS.
So you may have heard of a YouTuber called Chris Ingham, not for any particularly positive reason though. Over the years he's been the subject of grooming allegations, and that's not the kind of grooming you do to a horse. However, when scrolling through his Instagram, the only criminal thing you'd encounter is the copious amount of hair gel that he uses. Quite frankly, you'd be better off massaging your scalp with full fat mayonnaise. But the title of this video, okay, let's talk about it. Recently I came across a tweet that presented the Ingham family's riveting new line of merch. It's a baby. The Inghams are selling accurate lifelike replicas of their spawn. Here I was thinking that the only vendable commodity relating to a newborn was a baby root. God, that was a good joke. I bet that one's gonna make all of you snickers. But apparently not. You can now buy children. Please don't tell that to Madonna, anyone. If you go on the Mary Shortle website, you can see it. It's no joke. This is an actual legitimate object that anyone can buy. Can I just reiterate that anyone, and I mean anyone, can buy this? Any morally questionable human being could buy this and lie it beside their disturbing collection of Jimmy Savile memorabilia. And on that note, if this video gets 100,000 likes, I'll be buying one too. And if that concerns any of you, then don't worry, there's less chance of that happening than either of my parents accepting YouTube as a credible career path. And you can purchase all of these goodies for £300. For that amount of money, you could probably create an actual human being. The pictures of the baby replica are just the most cursed things I've ever seen. I've heard that the hairs used on the replicas are actually obtained from Chris's very own lubricated scalp.
And my response to that is, what the fuck? What? And why is this a thing? I know YouTube families, you know, they monetize their family. They some at times monetize the kids. Sometimes they're involved in sponsorships. You're selling a lifelike baby of your brand new newborn? Which, by the way, even though the store clearly says that it is based on this 2-week-old baby, according to BuzzFeed News, Chris said that the doll is not a replica doll of Jace or even one that has been manufactured to look like him, but a normal baby reborn doll that was called Jace Ingham and meant to represent our baby boy. What are you talking about, you creepy human being?